And ABC's Neil Karlinski is on the scene, leading us off.
Just got information of a possible shooting at the high school in the cafeteria.
Early morning, the first call comes into 911 from someone inside the school. That sickeningly familiar alert.
Put it out as an active shooter for now.
Students with their hands up could be seen running out of Marysville Pilchuck High.
Get another gurney up here. We got one more red coming down.
Police with guns drawn, sweeping inside and checking locked doors.
In Newtown, Connecticut, the site today of a mass shooting, and this time gunfire aimed at elementary school children. Tonight, the details are still pouring in. There are 27 victims, 20 children, 7 adults.
A student and a lone gunman are dead at Reynolds High School in Troutdale, Oregon.
Tonight with the horror playing out near Seattle, Washington, the school shooting, and now we've learned the suspect, a popular high school football player, allegedly opening fire in the cafeteria. At least 2 people have died, one of them the gunman, others taken to the hospital.
School shootings are all over the news these days.
Since 2013, there have been over 160 school shootings.
Over 100 lives have been taken from these unfortunate events.
On December 14, 2013, Sandy Hook Elementary School had a school shooting. 20 first graders and 6 faculty members' lives were taken away from this tragic event.
On October 1st, 2015, in Roseburg, Oregon, 9 students and 1 teacher were killed at Umpqua Community College.
Some people believe that if teachers had guns, these lives would be saved.
Other people believe that having guns in school could only hurt and cause more deaths.
We believe that this is an important subject to discuss with the presidential candidates because it affects students and teachers' everyday lives.
Some people have already been to press conferences and talked about the subject and agree that there needs to be a change.
Gun-free zones law that is on federal books and on many of the states' books around the country. That's what invites. We don't have mass shootings at police stations. We don't have mass shootings at most places where people are able to protect themselves. But even in a state like Utah, for example, where you can have a concealed carry firearm at a school, they had a mass shooting at a mall several years ago. The mall was posted, "No guns."
Our unalienable right to life and liberty and the pursuit of happiness, those rights were stripped from college kids in Blacksburg and Santa Barbara, and from high schoolers at Columbine, and from first graders in Newtown. First graders. From every family who never imagined that their loved one would be taken from our lives by a bullet from a gun.
As an anonymous survey to the teachers at our school, we asked 4 questions about their opinion on firearm control in school.
The first question asked was if they would feel safer if a teacher had access to a firearm in case of emergencies.
As you can see, the answers are almost 50-50.
Next, we asked where they thought the safest place was to keep a gun.
Half of the answers we received said the word locked or gun safe, so we realized many teachers would feel the need to have a firearm in a safe location.
The third question we asked was regarding the amount of firearms they would want and need to feel safe in school.
The answers varied, but most of the answers fell between 1 through 3.
The last question we asked was if they thought having firearms in school could reduce the amount of school shootings.
For this one, only 29% said yes and 71% said no.
Most moms and dads know that kids get their hands on anything and everything they can find.
Students are so nervous and stressed out about tests and quizzes that we shouldn't worry them about having a firearm at school.
In a letter against guns in school, the American Federation of Teachers stated that we should be doing everything we can to reduce the possibility of any gunfires in school and concentrate on keeping guns away from school property. On the other hand, many Americans believe that having guns in school could decrease lives lost at school shootings.
Some people say that when a school shooting happens, the first person a teacher will call is a cop with a gun.
In Pearl, Mississippi in 1997, a student in a local high school killed his mother and then started going for the students.
The vice president at the high school had heard gunshots, so he raced out to his car and got a handgun. Once he got the gun, he confronted the student without firing a shot. He got the shooter to stop the rampage and forced him to the ground until the authorities arrived.
This is a great example of how guns save lives.
We interviewed Wisconsin State Representative Joel Kleefisch and got his take on the subject.
My name is Joel Kleefisch. I'm the state representative for the 38th Assembly District, which covers approximately from Summit on the east all the way to Deerfield on the west.
How do you feel about teachers having firearms for self-defense in school?
Well, it's a serious question. In this era, when there are so many examples of mass school shootings, you're better off, you would think, logically, to have somebody in the school who can defend the students or be able to put an end to the mass shooting. Someone who wants to come and do harm to students is not abiding by the law.
Are there any other weapons you would recommend a teacher should have instead of a gun?
Firearm is built to stop the threat, and that's why police shoot to kill when they shoot.
Do you believe that giving teachers firearms is the best way to deal with the risk at school shootings, or do you believe there's a better way?
I think if we knew the best way, we'd be employing it right now.